Hey everybody, thank you for tuning back into Willing Towards Success. I'm Danielle Wheeler and I'm here with Myriah from HeyBLKGirl. Say hi, Myriah.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in today. And we are here today for the first real episode of Willing Towards Success. Me and Danny have known each other for 10 years now, and it's my pleasure to be a part of the first episode so we can get to know Danny, know some little secrets and some good stuff about her. And then we will first be starting off with a game that everyone knows of, which is called 21 Questions. So Danny, let's get in. First question, when did you lose your virginity?
FYI, I don't know any of these questions. This is blind questions right now. I don't think this is appropriate. I was 18, so I guess that's a good question. I lost my virginity when I was 18. I'm trying to think. It was like following prom, so maybe May. No. Here we go. The year of my 18th birthday, August 3rd at 3:41 p.m. That's when I lost my virginity. 18.
Yeah. So you waited until you were technically an adult.
Correct.
What do you think about girls in this generation losing their virginity at much younger ages?
So, parents, please forgive me. But I feel like when you're ready, you know you're ready. So I don't really want to give an age because my mother was a young mother. You know, she had her first child at 15. And I would never say anything bad about someone who's well aware of their body and know when they're in love and when they're ready. So I'm not quite sure. I just would say make sure that you want to do it and you're not being peer pressured or anything of the sort. But I don't know. I'm not sure. But definitely, make sure you want to do it and that you're not pressured. But if you can wait, please do.
And always remember, safe sex saves lives. And so with you working with a lot of young girls and, your program being to help with puberty, sexual lives, what are some of the things that you get asked the most when it comes to young girls being able to communicate with their mothers, or aunts or their female, caretakers regarding things like the questions that we have here for you today?
This is actually a really good question because that's the question I get a lot, like how to have an open communication with your parents or your guardian or whoever. So, as we know, we all come from different families, like some of us single family homes, 2 parents, some of us are raised by our grandparents and etc. So whoever you have a close relationship with, I feel like if you need to know something, you should definitely go to somebody you trust. And it doesn't have to be your mom or your dad, just somebody that you know it has your best interest at heart and is not going to tell you how, let's be real, not going to tell you any BS, going to give it to you 100% and looking out for you, whomever that may be. So I feel like if you have that type of person in your life, then you should be able to share whatever you're going through with that person.
So once you did start figuring out, this is my cycle, how long did it take you to feel comfortable having a period? Because I know a lot of girls are still suffering from, ew, this is gross. And they think that they're going to have this feeling forever. So how long did it take you to actually finally feel comfortable having a period?
I would say, I got my period maybe in the 5th or 6th grade. So probably by the time, I say maybe late 8th grade going into like high school, because by then, they start to, in high school, they had like the sanitary, like,
So they have the pads and tampons in
the bathroom. So it was like, oh, this is normal, because when you in middle school and you have like your menstrual cycle, not everybody has experienced that yet. So like you don't want, like, I didn't want anybody to know. Like I thought it was a secret. Like, so, but once you get older, you get to high school, it's normal. Even when you go out to the mall, for those who like to go to the mall, walk around, like you're a young adult. Like it's there for you to see. In middle school, they don't have that in bathrooms.
And so, I mean, I feel like we kind of shared your life with the world. Kind of got a little personal today. So just want to switch gears and go back into your work with Willing Towards Success, because I know that's very important to you. We've known each other for a long time, and I see the work that you're doing. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
When you are, doing a program and you're talking to young girls, about things like the hygiene, puberty, sex, all those types of things, there's a lot of miscommunication going on, like about odor. And that, when you are going through puberty or you're on your period, you get that fish smell or that, like, that onion smell, like that stench. And a lot of young girls are very insecure about that. What type of advice do you give them in terms of making sure that their bodies are as fresh as they would like them to be?
That's actually a really good question, because I've never had anybody ask me that. But like she just said, we all have that stench. Like I'm still like cautious about mine. Like, oh, all right, I'm good.
Like, you have to go.
Really.
Do I need more deodorant?
Right. So the only thing I would say, like, if you can smell yourself, so can everybody else. So that's the only thing I can really say on that. But don't be embarrassed. Like, some odors are stronger than others. But if you can smell it, I can smell it too. Girl, go to the bathroom. Get it together.
And another thing too is like with that whole like I don't feel so fresh type of thing. A lot of girls will use like the Summer's Eve or the Vagisil cleaning things, which have been said to have like a lot of chemicals in them that are showing negative health effects later on down the line. Are there any natural tips that you can give girls, in terms of maybe not using stuff that's so strong or chemical wise that would help them in terms of keeping, their odors, more subsided?
Definitely. I have sensitive skin, so I can only use sensitive skin products. Like I can't use perfume or anything. Like I will like break out in hives. Like I can't do it. I can spray it on my clothes, but like not like surface. So I would say, this is so funny because me and my girlfriend was just talking about this, but seventh generation, I believe that's the brand. They don't use chlorine in their pads, in their tampons. So that's a good way. Me, I use sensitive skin baby wipes. So I would recommend that, but like she just said, like it has a minimum. So it's kind of like as if you was to wipe your skin with an alcohol pad. So that might be less chemicals. But I would say definitely stay away from pads and tampons that are scented, because that's how you get yeast infections. And once that habit develops, like it's hard to like get it to stop.
Because everyone's on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Do you ever find that young girls have more or less confidence in themselves about puberty with the impact of social media in today's world?
Well, I definitely think it depends on the individual, because it seems like some kids just naturally get it. Like, they actually use social media for what it's for, interacting with family, friends, showing where they're at, what they're doing. And then some, let's be honest, use it for attention. So a profile I came across, and of course I'm never going to throw anybody's name out there like that, but this is what I would be thinking if I was a parent. Like, why is my teenage child, like, in this mirror, like, boosting her cleavage up? I have a problem with that. So I would definitely say it depends on the individual, but social media can be used in so many different ways, and I think we need to just focus more on spreading positive energy and not, use it for attention, because when you get attention that way, I'm telling you, you are not gonna like what you get back.
And so with your program, since you do talk to a lot of girls who are, going through puberty, making sure that they're aware of their body changes, also making sure that they're aware of their hygiene, because these are things that you didn't have that information regarding. Knowing what you know now, if you could go back in time and talk to a younger you, what is the one thing you would tell yourself?
Regarding my hygiene, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Regarding anything puberty-wise, life-wise, like, what is that one thing you
that is that list is long. So let's see. Let's see. And we'll get to this, later throughout this, YouTube series. But definitely loving how I look, like, loving the way God made me. Because my sister growing up, I just thought she was just like the most beautifulest person, like, in the whole wide world. Because she just got so much male attention. Like, she has a big butt. That's real. Like, she had these, like, perfect boobs that would just sit. And then she had, like, big, pretty lips. And then she just would do her hair in all these crazy type of ways. And as mean as she is, like, I just, like, was like, oh, my God, she's just so perfect. And I used to want to look like her, like, growing up. So I would, like, stuff tissue in my bra and, like, do all this awkward stuff. And I'm like, I finally got to the point in, like, why do I want to look like her when I can look like me? Like, so definitely, like, love yourself. Because I now think my boobs are better.
Yours myself, yours and more. And ultimately, with the YouTube series, with the program, what is your ultimate goal for Willing Towards Success?
I just want to reach at least one person out there who's, like, having a difficult time, like, finding who they are, because you're constantly growing. So you'll evolve year after year after year after year. So definitely focus on your inner self, like what makes you happy. Focus on the things that you like to do. Surround yourself with people who want to uplift you, encourage you, that really has your best interest at heart. And I've been around a lot of negative energy, as I said, through trial and errors. I've lost friends, I've gained friends. So definitely, like, focus on yourself, your inner happiness, and the rest, God will take you the rest of the way.
Well, that's amazing. And I definitely appreciate everything you're doing with your program, with the YouTube series. A lot of girls don't have that source that they can go to. And I really feel like this is going to be something great for those young girls who are growing up with questions, who don't have role models, who don't have any mentors. This is going to be the place that they can go without any judgment, without having any fears of anyone, ridiculing them. I think this is definitely something that's going to be good for this generation. So guys, that wraps up our questions here today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you on the next one.